Hello everyone. This is Magda. I'm a founder of Mindful Dating, and today I'm having an amazing guest. Mala, hello, how are you?
Hello, Magda. I'm really well, thank you very much.
Thank you for accepting my invitation. So Mala, you had a chance to join my boot camp in London in August, and we had an amazing time in London with a group of amazing women. But could you tell me, why did you decide to join this mindful dating boot camp?
I saw it advertised. I think must have been on Facebook,
Hmm.
and I really liked your energy because I listened to some of your some of the
Videos?
Facebook lives, and I just thought I really liked your energy, the way you were talking about the boot camp and what you're going to be doing, and I thought, and also because it said mindful is one of my things that I really work on anyway, and that's what attracted me. I thought, what a wonderful time to have. I mean, I'm in London as well, and I just thought this sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, oh, that's amazing. And you were so spontaneous, Mala, it's like you made the decision, I think, 1 or 2 days before the boot camp. Yeah, you didn't know even that much about the boot camp. Yeah, I think like just the name of it was appealing to you, and you are a very spontaneous woman.
I do believe that if you want something so badly or do something so badly and you see something, I don't like to miss an opportunity. And I just felt a really good energy and vibe around what you were saying and what it looked like. The party on the boat attracted me too. And I just thought, what a lovely time to spend with a lot more like-minded women and have my weekend like that. I needed to organize a few things with my children, and it just sort of worked out. I was meant to be there, so yeah, there I was.
Yeah, and there's so many women who are in a similar situation to you. They are busy, have a busy schedule, have kids, you are a single mom. And sometimes for us women, it's difficult to prioritize, our well-being, happiness. So how was it for you, Because I'm sure that you have lots of responsibilities, you have 2 kids. I know that they're teenagers.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I guess, sometimes do you find it like difficult sometimes to find time for yourself and prioritize yourself?
I do because, although I'm on this journey of putting myself first, sometimes when you have responsibilities like that, they kind of come like on par or even more important because they need you, and that's your responsibility that you have. So, you would drop things for them because that's just, you're a mom and you have to, I feel. And so yeah, sometimes it is quite difficult to navigate that time. And I really try hard to make some time for me because I think that's very important. But at the same time, you do have those responsibilities, albeit children or, if you have pets or whatever you do, you
Mm-hmm.
kind of come sort of down the pecking order sometimes. But, it's so important to make time for yourself. I really got that from when I came.
Mm-hmm. So, Mala, tell us, how was your experience? How was this weekend for you? We had a workshop, then we went to the boat party, we had a day practice. So much happened in London. How was this experience for you?
So it incredible. I came with not a lot of information apart from, obviously it was quite late in time, so I didn't have much to prepare. I just wanted to see what you're obviously in energy, in person, but at the same time it was like, okay, I'm open-minded. I want to see what, spending time with, other women that I haven't met before, and I just thought, let's give this a go. It just sounds wonderful. And my experience with it was as soon as I walked in, there was a lot of pink. And I was like
Because
amazed.
I love pink, as you see.
Like, I just felt like great. I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. All that all that lovely feminine energy I could feel. And I sat down, I met quite a few other women that were there, and we just clicked. It was just lovely. And we were talking about, how long have you been here or in the group? And I said, not very long at all. Um, and it was just very, very warm and inviting, and everyone was happy and positive, and but it was wonderful. And then I learned so much about the workshop that you did, because that was the first part of it.
Mm.
And I wasn't expecting like like all of that. There was a lot of content. But it was really easy the way you sort of explain things, and the feminine and masculine energies, and the things that the tips to do when you want to be open. And that was really lovely, actually. The smiling, and the connecting in a way in which you're not chasing. I really enjoyed what you were saying, and I just thought that was something special for me. And then obviously the boat, and practicing what you had taught us, which really helped, because I think I'm glad we did that first, so that we can then move on to a practical side of things. And that was great, and fun. And I really like parties, and uh, getting together, socializing. I really enjoy that. So there was quite a few of us doing that, and we all dressed up, and it was so much fun. And the next day was even more practical things, which was again really good fun. The weather was beautiful, and we were partnered up. You gave us a couple of tasks to then 10-15 minutes, and then get to know your person that you was paired up with, which was, I think, priceless. But at the same time, it was like, get these tasks done, which I felt, some of them were really, out of my comfort zone. But then some of them were like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And then I did them and brought them, to the group again. And yeah, it was just wonderful. And again in the evening, going to the Shard was just brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, getting all dressed up, and with your fellow ladies that you've got to know individually as well, and having champagne and the beautiful views, and it was just a lovely, lovely feeling. I really loved the weekend. It was just so it's almost like I needed it, and I'm so glad I came.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this. You mentioned a few important things, like leaving the comfort zone, yes, because I know that lots of women would like to meet more men in real life, yes, but they stick to online dating. They don't really enjoy it, but they don't see other options. And I've noticed that lots of women settle for breadcrumbs because they don't know how they could meet men in real life. Yes, and I feel like lots of women don't want to be perceived like being needy or chasing men, yes, but the way we've done it was really in a feminine way. Would you like agree with me? It wasn't about chasing men or like being intrusive or things like that.
I totally agree. London sometimes is perceived as being quite, internal.
Tense,
And
yes.
people are
Mhm,
very going from A to B,
mhm,
very quickly. The friendliness sometimes gets missed, and we have that reputation. Let's just say, and not that I believe that, because when I
mhm.
came with the boot camp and the exercises that you were doing, people were open to just talk to you, by you just smiling at them, or by you asking them, can you take a photo of me? Or, people were willing, and people wanted to stop and talk. And that was quite astonishing for me, living in London for, 20 plus years. That it was quite easy once you get out that comfort zone of just smiling, and just being, having this sort of friendly vibe, and being and
Mhm.
approaching them for other things and recommendations. And that was quite easy eventually.
Yes,
Not
it was step by
initially.
step. Yes, step by step. Yes, because I gave you some
Yeah,
tips, I gave
yeah.
you some scripts, what to say, how to start the conversation, how to keep going the conversation. And I
Yeah.
also feel like it is about being intentional and being approachable. Yes, because it's interesting what you said. You've been living in London for 20 years, and now you experience London in a different way
Yeah.
because you had a different intention. The intention
Yes.
for the weekend was to connect with people, yes, to be
100%.
visible, yes, as well.
And you hit the nail on the head, which is my takeaway from the boot camp was the word intentional. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm quite a sociable person. I go out, I network a lot with work. I network like socially. I'm not
Mhm.
um I am a bit of an introvert, but also an extrovert. I'm a bit of both. But I do enjoy energies of people and going out and enjoying myself. But it's always just about fun. And in your boot camp, I learned that my intention wasn't to meet someone, it was just about fun. And that was such a big takeaway for me that when I go out, my intention is not to meet men. And now it is.
Yes, so you've been on fire after this boot camp, Mala. There was quite lots of attention around you.
Yes. I mean, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, you've been on fire. Yes, I know that you connected with few gentlemen. Yes, so do you
Yes.
feel like you gain a bit more confidence and you became more intentional after this boot camp?
Definitely. Now that when I do go out, there's this intention of just being available and being open. And the intention is to talk to men, whatever, level, but just be open. I think it's more about that being open and allowing men to approach you and talk to you by you giving them a little subtle, a signal. And yeah, it's working really, really well. I mean, I can't believe I'm smiling at people intentionally. And oh my God, like, I was in the pub the other day and we were just about to leave actually, and there was a group of men and I smiled at one of them and that's it. It was just like a green light for him to come
Yeah.
and talk to me. And it was just lovely to have that attention and that like, oh, and for him to be okay to come and approach me because sometimes, men do find it difficult to approach
Of
women.
course, it's not easy for men, you
Yeah, if
know?
I don't find it easy, I mean, I'm sure men find it, doubly hard. I'm sure, especially the ones that are not that confident to approach women in that way unless you give them that signal. So I learned that. And yeah, it was wonderful conversation. We had a great conversation. And it's happening, yeah, quite a lot, which I love.
Yes, you've been on fire. You've been on fire, Mala. Really, I'm so proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
also, I know that you are in touch with some other ladies. You have like a
Yes.
WhatsApp group. So, do you think that it helps to have this group, who is actually supporting you, sharing all these experiences? Do you feel like it gives you this extra boost of, energy and confidence when you're supported by other women?
Absolutely, 100%. I think, especially the people that you met in person, we've got this connection now. And I think because we're all on the same sort of page of wanting to meet men, and we've learned some of these things from you. I mean, albeit, we've learned different things that we needed. But the group is really quite powerful where we can share in a very safe place. And we can talk about like, oh, this happened and that happened, and it's quite encouraging. It's like, we're so happy for each other. We're all supporting each other and uplifting each other. That what I guess the end goal is obviously to find that ideal soulmate relationship, and we're championing each other for it. And I just find it incredible that there's like-minded women. We're on the same boat, pushing that forward for each other. So yeah, it's a great little group we have, and we're really happy for each other, which is so lovely and so connecting. And yeah, I really enjoy that.
Yeah, that's what I adore. And you also mentioned another important thing, meeting in person. Yes, because we spend so much time online, but the power of connections, the power of meeting somebody in person. I think this is something amazing. I think we are losing this, in
Yeah.
a modern world. But, there was like a group of 20 women in London, yes, and I was just impressed how quickly all of you connected, and, had such amazing time, and you were so supportive and motivating each other. That was just incredible for me even to watch. Yes, so
Oh,
that's what I absolutely love.
yeah, exactly. I loved that connection. It was just lovely, and just to acknowledge each other's energy. And I think in dating as well, it's and meeting men in person. Whether like like online and things, there's like you just don't know because it's just pictures. But when you sort of meet people in person, whether it's women in the group or men, it's just the energies that you feel that you can get so much more from that than just online.
Another good point, yes, because online, you might see somebody's picture and say, oh, he's not attractive, I don't like his picture, or he
Yeah.
doesn't have a description. You can't feel their energy, charisma, but actually, that's another benefit of meeting men in real life. Yes, no fake profiles, you can feel their energy, you can see how they treat you, how they treat other people,
Yes.
in a social place, public place. You can see lots of things. You can gather lots of information much faster than you would gather this information online. So that's a big
Yes.
benefit. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And like some of the things that you've taught me anyway is, instigating conversation even in the supermarket or just instigating a
Yeah.
conversation. Like I do feel a lot more confident in just saying anything. It doesn't have to be, oh yeah, I want to approach you just to for some not nothing intentional in just speaking to somebody about like dating or anything. It's not about that, but just having that confidence to instigate a conversation, like anything, like
And anything and anywhere. Yes.
anything and everywhere. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. So what would you say to somebody who never done it, because most of women never heard about mindful dating boot camps. What is this, how to go about this? What would you say to someone who maybe is thinking about this, wants to try a different way of meeting men?
I think when you've got the experts like yourself and your team, I think just having that energy as well really spurs you on to, do some of these challenges and things. So I found it incredible. I mean, I don't like I say, I don't know what I was expecting. I knew that we were meeting, but honestly, I had a really, really good time and was really taken care of. Everybody was so friendly and so supportive and everybody championing each other. And, we're trying to find out, what are you looking for, and just loads of lovely conversations. I would so recommend it. It was such good fun, and I'm so glad I did it because we were
Oh.
just all very vibrant in our colorful outfits and
Yes,
and
very radiant. Yes, very
very
feminine,
radiant,
magnetic. Yes.
very magnetic. I think when there's a collective energy, with all of us there, and we're like a bit of a force. And it was just so wonderful to see everybody coming out of their comfort zone as well, and really um, having a really good time. Everybody was having a good time, and it was such a positive experience. There was a lot of that positivity and that energy, which I really enjoyed, and I think we all attracted that together. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so much, Mala. Thank you so much. And thank you for your positive energy because as you see, Mala has got lots of positive energy. So, Mala, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking to you. And yes, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for watching us. So, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.